guys, welcome to Cardano Tech. This is the second video in the series where I teach you how you can derive stake addresses from Cardano paying addresses. So the last video covered a bit about the theory of addresses, and it might come in useful in this video as well. So if you haven't seen it, kindly just go there and brush up your knowledge about Cardano addresses. In this video we are going to cover the coding aspect of it. So this is the code which I have already written, and this has also been covered in one of my previous videos, the video where I teach you how to connect your Cardano wallets to a website. So this is the flow. This is the flow of logic as of now. User goes to website. After that, user connects wallet and the website prints the address. So this is what our flow of logic looks like. So first of all, we just have a heading, then we have a button to trigger this action. After that, we have a very simple script which imports some objects. Everything in this HTML file is explained in that particular video, so just watch that very quickly and come back to this. Now I'm going to show you what it looks like, what the website looks like. This is what the website looks like. You just have a heading and a button, and as soon as you press the button, it shows you the address. Because I already have my Nami wallet connected to this website, I've already given it the permission, so it just straight away shows the address. Now we want to also show the stake address just at the bottom of this address. So we'll be adding another HTML element. And we are going to name it stake. Let's see what our website looks like now. So this is for the paying address, and this is for the stake address. Now what we'll do is first we'll print our paying address and see what type of address it is. So ID is the parameter that corresponds to our paying address, and we are going to print it, the first element of it. So as you can see, this is what our address is, but this is in the hex encoded form. So this represents a Cardano address, but in hexadecimal. And when I talked about Cardano addresses in the previous video, I told that the first nibble of a particular address, it tells about what kind of an address it is. The first nibble is going to be the first character of this hexadecimal string, which is 0 in this case. So the 0 header, the first nibble 0 of the header corresponds to this type of address. So we have the key hash of the payment credential, and we also have the key hash of the stake credential. And now what we want to do is we want to convert it into this type of address. This is an address which is going to have only going to have a stake credential. It is not going to have a payment credential, and this is what the header of this particular address should look like. This is of course in binary, and we'll change it to hexadecimal. And when we look at the second nibble, let's go back to a string. You can see that the second nibble is just 1, which in binary also corresponds to 1, and 1 is the code for mainnet, and we know that this particular wallet is operating on the mainnet. Okay, so now what we are going to do is we are going to extract only this stake credential from this address, and then we are going to convert it into a form which is human readable, which is the bec32 format. So we always use the bec32 format in Cardano. All Shelly addresses in Cardano, they are bec32 addresses. So here we'll just add another function add stake address, and we'll pass the paying address to this function. Now let's write this function. So first of all, what we need to do is, just like we did it in the paying address part, we need to make a new variable which is of the form of the address object which we imported. Now we do not need the whole hexadecimal string. We do not need it because the whole hexadecimal string is also going to contain the payment credential and the stake credential. We only need the stake credential from this string. So we only need the last 56 bytes of this particular, we only need the last 56 characters of this particular string. This stake credential, it is 28 bytes. The stake credential is bytes, and each hexadecimal character is half a byte, so it will correspond to 56 hexadecimal characters, and we need it from the end of the string. So this is what we are going to do. We are going to take the ADI string, we will going to get a substring of it, and this will give us only the last 32 characters of it, and finally we are going to convert it into a human readable form, which is the bec32 format. Let's try printing it to the console to see if we have any errors. Okay, so I'll show you what the problem we are facing is here. In the previous video I told you that address also needs to have a header, and the header should have this first nibble and the second nibble. So for this particular stake address, we have only taken the stake credential so far. We have not added a header to this address. So that is exactly what we are going to do. First of all, we need to add this as the first 4 bits of our address. This corresponds to the hexadecimal character E, and then we need to tell it that we are on the mainnet, and this corresponds to 1 in hexadecimal. So we'll add this to our string. Now let's see if everything's going our way. Okay, so you can see that we have this stake address which is also being printed. It is there in the bec32 format, and once we added the header, this is the header of the address, everything is working fine. So now all we'll do is we'll add it to the HTML element. So we'll get the HTML element, its ID is stake, now let's see what's happening. Okay, you also need to add the documenter. Right, so as you can see, we connected, the user connected their wallet to the website, and now it is also displaying the stake address of the user and also the paying address of the user. Thank you so much for watching.